Hey guys, Leah with Pineapples and Penguins TV here to talk to you about Hulu's Only Murders in the Building, Season 1, Episode 9, titled Double Time. This episode is narrated by Jan, aka Bassoon Lady. Your 2-minute talk starts now. Okay, so we'll talk about Jan in a minute. First, we're just going to tell you she was stabbed in the last episode, as you remember. She's fine. She survives. She's recouping at Charles's place. Meanwhile, the building has decided they have had enough. They no longer want Charles, Oliver, or Mabel in their building because they have brought too much negative press. So based on bylaws, they're allowed to vote to evict them, which they do. They evict all 3 of them. Oliver, however, is evicted immediately. Bunny really has it out for him. So he's evicted immediately, so he stays at Mabel's place. Charles says, that's fine. He can't believe this. He's so mad. He doesn't want anything to do with the podcast anymore. He is done. What's most important to him is Jan and his relationship with her. They've been together a couple weeks, but that's what's most important. So he says he's out. He goes. Oliver and Mabel realize that they need to solve the crime. They have to solve who killed Tim Kono, because if they do, then hopefully the building will reinstate them as they have caught a murderer. So they get back to work. They start at the beginning and they start looking through all of Tim's stuff and replaying the day that they all met in the elevator when Tim Kono was in the elevator on the phone with his bag of garbage. Also during this time, there's a stunt, I'm laughing, but it's hilarious. There's a Stunt Devil convention, and Brazos the Stunt Devil comes into town every year and meets up with him. This is played by Jane Lynch. That's right, Jane Lynch is Steve Martin's Stunt Devil in Brazos, which the image is just hilarious. In fact, she's dressed completely like he is, and when Oliver comes into the apartment and Mabel come into the apartment and they see Jane Lynch standing there, their reactions are hilarious. If for no other reason, watch this episode to see Jane Lynch be Steve Martin. It's great. So let's talk about Jan really quick. Jan says that she has this big concert coming up. She's feeling a little better. She has to do this concert. She's first chair. She doesn't want to miss it. She doesn't want Charles to go to the concert with her, though, because she'd be too nervous, especially with her not feeling her best. Charles doesn't listen and he goes anyway, only to find out that Jan lied. She isn't first chair bassoon player at all. She's second chair, I think, and she doesn't have a big solo in this part. It's played by some other prodigy. Also, back with Oliver and Mabel, they realized that one of what they thought was a sex toy in Tim Kono's apartment is really a bassoon cleaner. They talk to Tim's neighbor and find out that he was dating a woman who was extremely loud during sex, and she didn't get to see who it was. But this plays into the theory that maybe this was a crime of passion, something that Brazos Stunt Devil says when she looks at the evidence in Charles' apartment. So that's your 2-minute talk. 1 more episode left in the season.